Alright, so I recently had someone ask me about how to change out this radiator and these fans on 420A Mitsubishi Eclipse, so I'm going to kind of try my best to show how to do this. So here we have my old radiator right here, got a crack and was leaking coolant, and that one's no good. So obviously what you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to get yourself a new radiator. This one's aluminum. That's your first step. It's going to come with obviously the lines for the automatic transmission. Mine is in auto, I converted to manual, so I'm going to go ahead and plug these up. If you're a manual, you're going to want to plug those up. If not, then you have your OEM ones if you're an auto. These ones right here, and essentially, if this will focus, I just heat these off with screws going through it, but then obviously they run to the lines down here, and that's basically to cool your transmission. If you're a manual, you don't need them, go ahead and block them off. Okay, for some fan setups, these are the ones that I'm going with. They were some eBay ones, electric fans. So they come with this blade, and from the research that I've done, you need to take this bolt off. It's a 10mm bolt, and you flip the face of it. I've already done it. So you want them to be facing this direction, and I'll show you why. Another thing you're also going to want to do is take off your OEM clips from your OEM fans if you do have them, and you're going to want to splice those to these aftermarket ones to give them power. And we're going to do that now. And so essentially you're going to want to do, you don't have to, but you can cut these OEM clips off of your OEM fans and splice these end connectors to the aftermarket ones. That way they plug directly into your OEM ones that are actually on your wiring harness. And those are located right here and right over here. And essentially you'll cut those two ends off so that they can directly clip into here once you get them attached to your... So to install the fans, they give you a bunch of essentially zip ties to go through the radiator core, along with some springs and retainers. And essentially what you are going to do is you're going to take your aftermarket fan, and through these little mount points all across the side of it, varying in size and whatever you want to use, you'll essentially hook it up. So for the 420A, these are two 10-inch fans, and they sit, this is about what you can expect to run on one of these cars. There's another YouTuber, I forget his name, but he essentially ran the same setup. I think he changed it out for Mishimoto's at some point, but this is what I'm gonna run for now and see how it works. It's just two 10-inch fans. We're gonna run them to the other side, obviously zip tie them, connect them, splice those wires in, and then install it and see how it works. Okay, so the way you wanna install these is you wanna take these sticky pieces that come on the sheet and you wanna stick them to these guys right here. So I'll show you what that looks like. Essentially, you stick the sticky side to the receiving side of the zip tie looking piece. And essentially what that's going to do is keep the contact on the radiator to a minimum. This is a softer material than the plastic, so you're not going to damage anything. So it cushions it essentially. And now you're going to take one of these guys and one of these guys, and you're going to get one of these springs that it comes with, and you're going to put the spring into this, and I'll show you. Essentially, you make a hole kind of like that. I accidentally measured it a little bit wrong, and you put this through here and you spin it to make the hole, and then this, when it gets in there, will compress and tighten up, and it'll give you a nice seal on the actual fan. And then all you do is run that square piece that I was showing you to the back side and zip tie it together. It should look like this. You have your zip ties all going through it, and then all that's left is to splice up these connectors and get it plugged in and see if it all works. Okay, so here's the finished result. These are obviously your mounting brackets for the radiator. Those are two 12mm bolts, and then the radiator itself slides up through here. That's pretty common. That's how you change that on these cars. As for the radiator fan, obviously tested it, it all works. I'll show you the wiring right now. So what you do is you have the green and the blue and the black and the yellow, and these basically control speed. And so this is the clip I was telling you to cut off of your original fans right here. And all you want to do is you want to cut this clip off, take the wires from these two, the yellow and the black, get those the copper exposed on these, and basically splice it into the two wires that are from the fan. So there should be a, let me try and get it really quick. It's hard to see. but there's a black one, and obviously there's the blue. The black wire from your fan goes to the yellow and the black, and you want to connect these two to this one. And then the blue wire from the fan goes to the blue and the green, and then you want to splice those two together. So something like this. This is the setup you're looking at. It's these two wires to the one, these yellow and black to black, green and blue to blue, and essentially you get to keep your OEM connector right here, and then you just want to take that and plug it into the receiving side on your engine harness, and that'll plug together. I've already checked mine again, it works, and that's how you do that. So thank you guys for watching, I appreciate it. Give it a like, a share, a follow, and I hope it helps you guys out. So thank you guys.